So there are plenty of clubs in non-league that have some really impressive fan bases, and in this video we're going to be outlining them and basically seeing which club in non-league has the biggest fan base based on statistics from the 17-18 season. If you're new here, remember to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with videos like this one. And before the video starts, let me know in the comment section down below who you think the team that is going to finish at number 1 on this list will be. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So in at number 10 is a team that has done fantastically this season in the National League. They've got an average attendance this year of 2,214. That's an increase of over 33% from their attendances last year, and it's Sutton United. They did really well in the National League, a great improvement on last season where they finished mid-table. They finished up in 3rd place. In at number 9 is Maidstone United, again of the National League, and interestingly, both those teams play on 3G. I don't think there's any sort of correlation between attendances and 3G pitches, but anyway, there you go, that's a totally irrelevant fact in there. Anyway, on to stuff that's a bit more relevant, 2,412 was their average attendance this season. That's an increase of just over 1% from last season's average attendances, so shows a little bit of growth, but it's a fairly stable fan base that they've got going on there, despite a disappointing season on the pitch, finishing in the bottom half. Moving back up to the top of the National League and into the playoffs, Aldershot Town sit in at number 8 with an average attendance of 2,429. That's an increase of around 5.8% on last season's statistics. Moving slightly down the pyramid, down 2 levels in fact, to the 7th tier, to the Southern League Premier Division. You probably guessed who it is already. It is Hereford FC, a fan-owned club that has been getting fantastic attendances since they reformed back in 2015. 3 promotions in 3 seasons, and in fact their attendances have actually dropped by 9.5% on their attendances for last season to 2,553. But that number for the 7th tier, champions of the 7th tier, so they will be in the 6th tier next year in the National League North, is still an absolutely fantastic statistic. Number 6 is York City. They've had an average attendance of 2,755 this season. Interestingly, that's actually an increase of 7.5% on the previous season, despite them being in a lower division. Really interesting statistic. Yes, last season they did get relegated from the National League down to the National League North, but still interesting to see that their attendances have actually gone up. Now onto the top 5, and the first side out of the 2 that has dropped out the Football League during the 16-17 season. Their average attendance during the 17-18 season, their first in the National League, was 3,350, which is an 11.5% decrease on the previous season. It's Hartlepool United. Their record attendance this season actually is very impressive at 6,833. Fantastic to see that. And for a club that's had a lot of turmoil off the pitch as the season's gone on, it's not been great off the pitch for them. They've not been great on the pitch either, finishing down in the bottom half. Moving down the pyramid once again down to the National League North, attendance of 3,588. It's Stockport County. That's a decrease of 0.2% from the previous season. So pretty much their fan base is very static. It's pretty much staying the same, which is good to see. It's good to say that the fans are staying loyal and that they're not just going away because they're fed up of being stuck in the National League North. They're still backed very well for a club that is stuck in the National League North and has been for 6 seasons now. Now onto the top 3. A lot of you probably know who those 3 sides are. They are Leyton Orient, Tranmere and Wrexham. Which order you think they will be in, let me know in the comment section down below. Don't skip to the end yet. Let me know your thoughts and what you think is your prediction down in the comment section below. But anyway, now onto the team in 3rd place. We've already mentioned Hartlepool dropping out of the Football League during the 16-17 season. The other team that dropped out was Leyton Orient. They sit in 3rd place, a decrease of 6.8% on their average attendances from the 16-17 season of 4,344. Again, for them, similarly to Hartlepool, they've had a poor season on the pitch, finishing down in the bottom half. I'm sure they had much higher expectations than to do that, but with their owner leaving at the start of the season, they've essentially spent a year rebuilding. Can they kick on and get into the playoffs or right with automatic promotion next season? We will soon see. Now on to the top 2. In at number 2 is Wrexham. 4,642 was their average attendance for this season, which was a good increase on the 16-17 season. In fact, it was an increase of 19.4%, which is fantastic to see. And with a record attendance of 8,371 during this season, that's a fantastic stat for the National League. So well done to everybody guessed correctly who was going to be in first place. They were first place last year as the highest average attendance in non-league. Once again, it's the team from Birkenhead. It is Tranmere Rovers. An average of 5,117 represented a decrease of 1.1% from the previous season, but it's still a fantastic average attendance. Incredibly well supported former Football League side, and this will be the last season in non-league of their current spell. They've been here for 3 years, but congratulations to them. As I mentioned, they did play Boreham Wood in the playoff final. They were victorious. They go up to the Football League. Congratulations to them. They're back, in many people's opinions, where they belong. So anyway, let me know in the comment section down below, were there any teams on this list that did surprise you? Do you think there are some teams that really should have higher attendances on a more consistent basis, considering the position that they are in non-league currently? If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Let me know if you want more top 10 lists just like this one. Any suggestions, leave those in the comment section down below. Really close to 6,000 subscribers now. Can we hit that by the end of the month? That would be insane. So yeah, hope to see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.